Hey everyone, it is Velvet. Welcome back to more Coffee Talk. In the last one, we learned a lot about Gala, including his military trauma and background. Or parts of it, anyway. The parts that he was willing to share. And we got another visit from the alien who called themselves Neil. And in this one, let's start the day. Wow, no one's here already, huh? I've been so used to people just chatting already when we started. Before we see who that is, it's probably Freya, but before we see, what do we got? Loving in silence. It was a Saturday night. As usual, I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I used the word another, but to be honest, this was the first actual Saturday night date we'd done since I don't even know when. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby happened, or so I suppose we should say, weren't going to miss this chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, and I kid you not, we couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekend, while she'd prefer to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. That's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for the both of us. I mean, we can just order food online and chill without having to worry about the traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke. Total silence except for the music playing from my playlist. If she knew the song, we would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. When we arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her, and I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew, and some we didn't. Then we tried all the games being showcased there. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, any other aspects you might use to judge a game. But when we played, we just played. No talking during the playthrough. Total silence, as if she was recharging spent energy from all the interaction she'd done before. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. She made 2 cups of green tea latte for both of us, and then we watched Netflix together with only a few words traded. "Don't you feel bored dating me?" she asked. "Really? This again?" "I know. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today, I thought you were mad at me." "Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be?" "I don't know, it's just that I'm super introverted, you're super extroverted, and there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self." "You're just overthinking things, honey. Tonight was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in, and how rarely you get the chance to do it." "Why do you like me?" "You've asked this question a dozen times in the last 4 months, you know." I nudged her and smiled. I just wanted to make sure," she said, and started crying. Hey, don't be sad, it's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you." "That answer again?" "Because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you. I just feel happy, calm, and I don't know, do I need to know?" "That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason." "Oh, believe me, dear, I was confused for the longest time before I realized. It's actually the best feeling I've ever had." "How about you? Why do you like me?" "Who said I liked you?" I was speechless for a moment. Yeah, that would knock the wind out of my sails. She grinned at me and giggled through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh my god, don't mess around with me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Good. It means you weren't lying about your feelings, she smiled. You haven't answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair. I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but I don't know is not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. We stayed silent again. So, that was my introvert girlfriend and me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. Not knowing why you like someone is super scary, but I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least that's how I wish things could be. I thought as I drove back home, alone in my car, in total silence. I don't quite get what that's implying. Is that he implying that, like, this whole scenario with his girlfriend is just a fantasy? And that he just went out on his own? And, like, all this... Where was it? Like, saying hi to everyone, that was just him? Was that what was going on? Interesting, I guess. Welcome. Who are you? Seeing someone who looks like a spy or a hitman in my cafe is intimidating. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or the FIRE, FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be an alien in nature? I don't think so. Yep, no. I'm not gonna narc on Neil. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's, a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? I'm half expecting Neil to just come in and sit right next to the guy. To avoid attention, you know. That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures, after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. I hope we can let Neil know what's going on so Neil can, like, do something. Phew. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Oh, Aqua. And Myrtle, you're together. I'm very happy about that. Good evening, Velvet. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua. Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Sure thing. A lot of mint. Marrakech? Okay. Your drink's ready? Oh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakech, inspired by its origin. Marrakech in Morocco? I don't look up how this is pronounced, given that it is an actual place, it seems. And while I do that, it must have gotten added to our brew pad. Marrakech pronunciation. Looks like I was saying it correctly based off of the first result, but I don't necessarily trust the first result anymore. But it says to break it down into Marrakech. But I'm going to check other pages because Google is getting more and more unreliable. Yeah, this is looking like it's the generally accepted English pronunciation. In Moroccan, it's apparently pronounced with 2 syllables. Marrakech. I'll go with the English pronunciation for now, but duly noted. I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my. It's warm, but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Titanic. The what? I don't know what that is. Huh? I don't even know where I would begin with that, because I don't know what that is. Okay. I'm not going to look up the precise recipe, but I am going to look up what the hell that is. I don't want coffee talk. Titanic, literally pulled tea, is a popular hot milk tea beverage. Okay, so it must have milk and tea at the very least. And apparently it is hot. I guess it's tea, so that comes without. So like if I do just tea and milk, is that it? No, that's a tea latte. Could it be with cinnamon? No. I can't believe it just dropped that on me and then didn't give me any hints. Honey milk tea. What if we do the other direction? No. Okay, give me more hints, Google. The mixture is poured back and forth repeatedly between two. It doesn't mention any other ingredients other than tea and milk, and since I can use tea twice, maybe something like that. Nope, that's just milk tea. What about that? This is my last chance. If this ain't it... Oh, I'm stressed about that one. I did it! I figured it out. By looking it up, what it is on, like what it is in real life. Here's your tonic. And thank you for adding that to my brew pad. And we got additional... Nice. Game programmer. Favorite things me time. As I've stated before, I'm working on Full Metal Conflict series. I'm glad we needed to unlock our friendship for us to tell you something, or for you to tell us something you've already told us. Huh? Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the tonic you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few times, a few years ago. I did? That's news to me! So, you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual, tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime. Crunch. Yep, crunch. Part of the reason I didn't get into game development myself, because I went to college for it, but I'd never survive crunch culture. To make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh. I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Ha! As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know, the optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you get home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I had to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I think they would still want you to enjoy the games, though. They wouldn't put in that amount of effort if they didn't dearly care about what they were making, I think. That's why, like, lazy devs, I don't think is a real thing at all. Because all creative industries demand so much from the people involved to the point that it's sickening. You couldn't survive in those industries if you were lazy and if you didn't care. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. That's good at least, 'cause the same can't be said for every company. And we're already used to this. That doesn't make it better, though. Just 'cause you're used to it doesn't make it right. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. Max West? I like how some brands they can use and some they don't. Like, Netflix is fine. PAX is not. That's very funny to me. I don't know if being allowed to is the reason they're not. I don't know why they're doing it the way that they are. But it is funny. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it. Fast. Before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know, and you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. No comment. What if some haters visit the booth? And what if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight? Yeah, that would take a lot out of me. I get it. Showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Huh? No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. You're already meeting up at a cafe. She cares about you already, Aqua. Let her help you. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Oh, it's way scrolled. Well, they're gonna be busy talking about their game, I'm sure. Hello, Miss Rachel. You look upset. Did something happen? Hi, Velvet. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. Come on, anyone could see a while away that you're upset. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But something's obviously wrong. I've just been practicing all day, and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are... backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. And I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. A sweet hot chocolate, so... The honey adds the sweetness, but not the warmth. No. Do we need the warmth for the hot chocolate? Oh, I'm worried about giving her the incorrect drink. Also, you're a cat. Should you be having chocolate? Okay. What else gives me warmth and sweetness? It gives me a warm. I think that's my best bet. Here's hoping. Cinnamon chocolate? I don't know. Here's your order. Thank you. How is it? I don't... Damn it. Shit. I don't think this is what I ordered. I mean, it's a cup of hot chocolate, but there's nothing special about it. Damn it. Fair enough. Oh, I'm sorry for the mistake. It's okay. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Yeah, you don't want to show off your whole game at once, because then people will see everything that they want to see, or they get to see, and you still gotta sell it. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably. But in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Yo, another person. Oh, Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening. I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. What happened? And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Velvet. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Is it in that order? That's cinnamon. Let's try that again. It better be in this order. Because I'm out of trashes. Thank God. It's... I don't know that I would want to eat or drink something with a floaty of ginger, but whatever, I guess. Your drink is ready, sir. It got added to the brew pad, I'm sure. But what I'm more curious about is... Oh, damn, I didn't upgrade our... new picture, huh? I didn't upgrade with Rachel because I got her order wrong. I see. Music enthusiast and father. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad? Yes? Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He is not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. Did you learn something, Hendry? It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too? What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. I think she's smarter than you give her credit for. You clearly know something she doesn't, and that is... But you have to adequately explain that to her. Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter.
Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay?
Try harder! Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one.
I know, but give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager.
Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long.
I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I'd need to figure out. But
It doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum.
If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris?
I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist.
When are you going to be home?
I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided.
But that's...
See you, Dad.
Wait, Rachel!
I'm sorry, man. This is hard. And I don't think he's being needlessly paranoid. I've said that before. But I also don't think he's treating Rachel with the respect that she needs to be treated with. She is young. But even kids aren't that stupid. They're just inexperienced.
Excuse me for a moment, Velvet.
Yeah, I'm sorry about what just happened. How are you two going? You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? It's a respectable position to take. That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Yeah, it's hard, for sure. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess? Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Velvet, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care on your way home. I guess that's all for today. I don't think so. Hendry said excuse me for a moment, which means he should be coming back. Yeah. Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. He took his mug with him, I noticed. Which is very funny. Are you alright, sir? Sir?
Oh. Yes. Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel?
No, I lost her.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure she's all right.
I hope you're right.
By the way, pardon me for asking.
Yes?
Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me.
What's that?
Why did you leave the music industry?
Now that's a trip down memory lane.
You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable.
Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life.
You didn't find peace managing girl bands?
Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it is good. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. Yeah. Ugh. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now.
And yeah, now with the internet giving people that direct line makes things so much worse.
I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats.
That's dangerous for everybody. Sleep's important. What do you do for a living now?
After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family.
You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry.
They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too.
Are you going to be alright by yourself?
Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think.
Cats are resilient, for sure.
See you later, Velvet. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place.
Don't worry about it. I just hope... Oh, excuse me. I just hope both she's safe and that you two find a resolution that works for you.
Alright then. Goodbye.
No Freya at all today, I noticed. Bitter heart. Shadows that will help you try to hide, huh? I'm sad I got her order wrong. I want to unlock more of her profile. Oh well. C'est la vie. Ooh, October 1st. What's the news look like today? Are all these newspaper pictures just like traced memes? I can't say I noticed. I noticed the one was a rage comic, and the one yesterday was like the picture of the police, a policeman just like nonchalantly pepper spraying somebody, which, and like this one's I don't know what this meme is called, but like, we've seen it. I've seen it. Are all of them that way? I need to pay more attention to these, I guess. Rachel Florencia, confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Nyman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. And Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. I see. For you see, the werewolves will get them, huh? Alright. Anyway, I think on that note, we will end things off here. Thank you so very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the way out and all that. And until next time, have a fantastic day, alright? See you then.